Good afternoon, you guys. I'm Francesca Elisabetta, and I have my iPad here that I've got notes on to try to keep me on track. So, this video is going to talk about the benefits of traveling with the Senior Women Travel Club. It's going to give you some of the standard ways we organize our cultural experiences. Sorry, I always have burps. I apologize. I'm going to state who the trip is for and who the trip is not for. And if you find that these trips are not a match for you, I'm not offended if you leave the group. Okay? Because the truth is, I have an amazing group of women I travel with, and I constantly find more and more amazing women. And I mean amazing. And I only want amazing women. So we have a great time. And let me give you some of the information here. I have some vision impairment because I've had strokes in my eyes, so bear with me. Okay, so I spent quite a few years polling the women. I've had other groups prior to this group, and I kept running polls as to why were some of the cultural experience, the vacations, I guess you call it, why are they not meeting your needs? And these were the things that the women wanted, and that is how the cultural experiences are created or organized. First of all, everyone wants a private room and bathroom for comfort and privacy. Non negotiable, no room sharing. Small group sizes, so it feels very personal, and it is very personal. Most of our vehicles have a limit of 9, which with me and the driver means there's 7 women. Once in a while, we'll have a vehicle that has 12, and then in that case, it could be 10 women. Um, we get centrally located boutique hotels that stay in the heart of these small villages so that if there's a day you don't want to come out with us and you want to relax, you got plenty of things to do. You're not stuck up in the boonies where you can't get out and you have to rent a car to go anywhere. No, I don't do that kind of thing. I'm a New Yorker. That just doesn't fly for me. We have late start mornings, no need to rush. My joke is you want to get your coffee, you want to eat your breakfast, you want to go back to your room and go to the bathroom. Because the truth is, a lot of these places don't have the greatest bathrooms once you get out on the road. And nobody wants to be in a group holding everybody up. So let's do what our body needs to do in the morning. So that's why usually it can be a 9 to a 10 o'clock a.m. start. Nothing that involves 7 o'clock. 7:30. No, thank you for when we get in the vehicle and depart. Nope. There's a balance between structured activities and free time. Sometimes we're just visiting villages and you have free time while we're visiting the villages. And other times we have a cooking class. We go on a cruise. We go to tastings. Let's see here. There's high quality local food. Yeah, we don't do fast food. I don't do fast food and I don't do crap food. Sorry, girls, won't do it. I'm a foodie. And we go to very affordable, uh, high-end restaurants where it's a lot of farm to table and it's just magnificent experiences. You can't beat the prices in Greece and Italy for the places where we eat. And when we go to restaurants, it is a la carte. You pay for your consumption. Your breakfast is always included. It's a lovely buffet. If it's an activity like a cooking class, sailing, wine tastings, then the food that's consumed at the activities is included. But when we book restaurants, which I will book all of the group lunches if there isn't a designated lunch in the activity, we go and we pay a la carte. You each come with 50 euros and you pay for what you consume, not what other people consume. And we have a pre-trip Facebook coaching group that 3 months prior to the trip, you get put into the group. There's a bunch of PDFs there. There's where you get to meet all the other women that are going on that season's trip. So if there's 4 trips and there's 7 per trip, that's about 28 women plus my helpers. So maybe we got 30, 35 in the group. And we do that for 3 months in advance. And then after about a week before we go out to the country, then I open up a WhatsApp chat for just the women in our group so we can keep track of each other and message each other. We do authentic cultural immersion and we go beyond touristy spots. I have a really low tolerance for touristy things because I am Italian dual citizen. Okay, so who's the trip for? Women who want to travel to amazing places but don't know where to start, who prefer not to travel alone and want the company of like-minded women, who appreciate handling all of the some appreciate someone who's handled all of the details for them. They value slow travel, savoring unique, authentic experiences. They are able to navigate uneven terrain, manage inclines, and walk comfortably 2 to 3.5 miles a day. It all depends on which day. You got to keep up with the group, and we do pace ourselves, but you've got to be able to walk free of devices. And women who really want to connect with other women and share in the joy of life for this phase. Who these trips are not for are people who cannot manage uneven terrain, cobblestones, inclines without assistance of canes, walkers, oxygen tanks, cannot keep up the pace with the group. We're not running and doing laps, but if you're somebody that does a little shuffle, you're not going to be able to keep pace with the group. And I've had that happen. Um, if there tends to be any gossip, negative, or cliquish behavior, you're not for us. We prefer, if you want to manage all your details yourself and you think you can do it better than us, then do it yourself. We're not looking for that kind of woman. Um, so I have extremely veteran, experienced women, and then I have newbies. And I'm shocked at the diversity, but what they want is they want a connection. My women get to know each other on each trip. And a lot of women buy repeat trips, trips back to back. They get to know each other and they become part of the Senior Women Travel Tribe. Let's see. And we always want people who are willing to respect cultural practices of the country. We're a guest in their country. This is a cultural experience, kind of a cultural exchange, and we're there to learn. We may not like everything we see, but we're open to learning and maybe embracing that there's some values in the things that we've learned. Okay, if it sounds like you, I would strongly recommend that you get into the email campaign. And in the top of the group is the featured section. And when you click on the featured section, you can slide across. We have quite a few trips available. We have 2 trips that are open right now, the Kaleidoscope of Colors and the Goddess Getaway. I've got 1 spot open on 3 different Italy trips that is in late May and June, but those spots will be going away shortly. And then the only other thing is we're looking at January, February 2026 doing a cruise, which you need to get a hold of Marianne for that, and she'll kind of keep track of you there. Okay, thank you. Bye.